So here we are. We're getting ready to actually lift the boat up. So we're just using this 20-ton bottle jack. And well, it's pretty simple actually. We go from the front to the back, then back to the front. Lifting the boat up about maybe 5-6 inches at a time. We'll rather take our time because well, the thing is heavy, and just making sure nothing shifts to one side or another. And of course we have to keep lifting those I-beams up inch by inch basically. So, and then after the I-beams are lifted up, we're gonna have to release the pressure again, set the boat back down, move back to the front. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'm running this clip in about 10 times speed. If not, it would be just too boring. I hope it shows pretty good what we're actually doing here. So between those 4 telephone poles that we had set in the ground before, and then we still have the original boat stands on the side just for added security, because you never know, it could be that any of those center blocks, they could crack, break, bust, or whatever you want to call it. And that's why we also only lifted like a few inches at a time, because if that would happen and the boat would fall down, it would be only a few inches, and those I-beams probably could absorb the impact. But everything was going fine. It's pretty hot this day, of course. So yeah, we took our time, and we cleared we measured the trailer height. The trailer was about approximately 22 to 23 inches off the ground. And so we ended up lifting the boat about 24 inches, keel clear on the ground. And well, we still had to let the air out of the tires because was still a little bit about an inch too high. But in the end, it worked all out, just as we planned. So the next step is going to be manufacturing some kind of a crate on top of the trailer to keep the boat actually on it. Well, definitely making sure it doesn't tip left and right off the trailer. We're thinking about either using the stands we have, just plain simple welding them on the trailer and see what happens, or I have some steel laying around and maybe build something completely different. But the worst part was actually getting the boat up in the air. Yeah, we could have, like I mentioned in previous clips, we could have just ordered a crane. The cheapest one we found, he wanted $2,000. It was a steep increase from 4 or 5 years ago when we actually had the boat set up the way it was. Well, everything got more expensive, but I thought $2,000 bucks is a little bit steep for they're coming out and work maybe, I don't know, an hour at the max. I know, insurances, liabilities and all that, we know that, yada yada yada. But if you're on a budget like we are, maybe you find yourself in the same position that you just can't swing $2,000 for just lifting the boat up. Well, That's one way to do it on your own. Besides, also when you have a crane service coming, they go with the assumption, or they come with the assumption that everything is already prepared. So they just want to basically lift the boat up, set it on a trailer, and call it a day. But the trailer is really not prepared yet. It's a 40-foot gooseneck trailer. That's actually just a car trailer. And it's fairly low to the ground. That's why we choose to use that trailer. My friend bought it a few years back, got a good deal on it. And it was basically a no-brainer. So with that said, if we were to hire a crane and we would have the trailer sitting there, while the crane operator would just want to sit the boat onto the trailer, and we would have to have everything already prepared, like how we secure the boat on the trailer and what have you. But since this is really not a boat trailer, and we kind of have to take it step by step, doing it the way we're doing it gives us the time that we can do it on our own time, and take as long as we want to get it right. So yeah, I know it's maybe gets a little bit boring, but it is what it is. Lots of manual labor. Lots of, I don't know how many times I pumped this bottle jack handle. But it's all good. So I use 2 cameras here. This is a shot with a GoPro, where I just set the GoPro on this beam. Just so I have 2 different angles. And yeah, this scene here is it's overexposed. I had the camera setting wrong. But what happened is, the day where we were doing it, it was a little bit cloudy, so, and sometimes when the cloud went away a little bit, the sun got brighter, and when I was working, I wouldn't stop and readjust the camera. So yeah, this video quality is not all that great here. But yeah, this is another angle with the GoPro. It's basically the blocks where the keel was already sitting on there before. And yeah, this shot, you can see it's already about, I would say, a foot on, yeah, just about a foot in the air. We have to go a little bit more high, a little bit more higher, another foot or so. Yeah, it's again the bottom of the keel. This is just I think just a cast iron keel, and maybe some lead in. I don't know. It's a heavy boat. The whole boat, we had it actually on the crane one time. Well, when we had it set up first, and it measured at exactly 26,000 pounds. Since then we took the engine out, because afterwards this boat is gonna get an electric drive. And this old diesel that was in there with transmission, with everything, I think that's probably another 800 pounds, and that engine's not in there anymore. The interior is pretty much out of the boat, so I would say the boat is probably right now about 1,000 or 1,500 pounds lighter. So I would estimate between 24 and 25,000 pounds still. Yet of course it's a 20-ton bottle jack. This thing won't have no problem lifting it. Yeah, here you can see the I-beams are getting higher in the front. I think those are pretty much the last steps now. And yeah, getting ready to drive the trailer on that. So I'm just using my tractor to push that trailer under the boat. And yeah, it cleared. We did have to let air out of the tires because we needed that additional couple of inches. And we pumped it up afterwards, and so the keel of the boat rests actually on the trailer when it was done. So yeah, next step is gonna be then building whatever we have to do, the framework around the boat and on the trailer to keep it secured in place. And after that is done, we can just take the telephone poles back out, and then yeah, the boat gets all the way for, well, to get it sandblasted. That's what my friend wants to do. And after it's done being sandblasted, it's gonna come back, and then well, the final work is gonna start on it. Well, that's what I got so far. Hope that can help somebody who's got a project like that, or maybe just pure entertainment. Anywho, thank you for watching. Till the next video.